Hello, those interested, concerned, and who would like to listen. Uh, I had some problems with my Shia Muslims, and I was very scared of. I used to have these being pulled down, uh, going in darkness. When thinking of this aunt of mine possessed, and 70 plus 70, Surah Fatiha would not help. She would bring her jinns back. It was really scary because I'd believed that whoever has the Quran in their home, and this Quran helps in getting the evil away, keeping the evil away from the house. No matter, we are sinners, but at least this kind of possessions and all would be kept away. But they weren't. And we had alams, religious Karbala relics in our house. So then when Yusuf Zaidi came to help me, saying that Shia Islam is the truth, and gave me books like Then I Was Guided and Tejani's books. Then when I was talking to him, they had a very negative approach to life, and it was very negative. Like even in their Sayyid family, there was black magic and nails coming in, and hypocrisy, saying Imam Ali's name, religious hypocrisy to no extent. Even those who were wearing black clothes for 2 months and 9 days were hypocrites, some of them. So then I started to flip against Yusuf Zaidi, the Sayyid, the man. I had learned to be positive, to think positive, that the world will not end in a way that it should, like the Shia Muslims also believe, that Mahdi will come and there will be terrible things happening. So why not think of something beautiful, that this whole thing can change? And I thought that the Shia Muslims should also change their pattern of thinking and not believe in those end time hadiths. I mean, after even the Shias who are corrupted now, hypocrites for so many years, I don't know, when I opened my eyes and got my senses, I realized that there was rampant hypocrisy, meanness, hurting people. So when will our 12er Imam Mahdi come, 12th Imam? I mean, this was going on. My mother died recently, a few years ago, crying and, asking Imam Mahdi to come, and he never appeared. I mean, how is this that, and Muttahar Usmani was there with my mother. So she said Imam Mahdi had come, she had seen him in spiritual this thing. But she died so tragically. And so, like Imam Mahdi would have the poor person who was on psychiatric drugs punished for some reason, and black magic on her since she got married. So they couldn't remove the black magic from her. They couldn't get her off the psychiatric medication, which was making her worse day by day. She even would start losing her senses. And there were prayers in the Imam Barga for her. Nothing happened. And so Imam Mahdi is coming. Yes, and in this Yusuf Zaidi, I asked him, do you think that Mother Teresa or a Christian would go to heaven if they have done good works. So he said, no, the only good work is that we love Panjatan Pak. And only those who love Imam Ali sincerely, Hazrat Fatima Zahra, Salam Allah Alaiha, Imam Hassan and Imam Hussain, alayhi salam, would go to heaven. The rest will not go to heaven. And because he failed to help me, he then started to tell me that leave your desires, let go of all your desires. However, he himself got married to the cousin he loved from childhood, went to London, and he's telling me that I should forsake my desires. Oh yes, and I realized that there was this Shia, this thing for Imam Mahdi to come. So they actually want their hadiths to come true, and they want to make that 12th Imam, Imam Mahdi, to come, and it's all going to be made up by the 12er Shias. Okay, this is against my religion, but I'm telling you the truth. This is what I felt, that they're going to make a fake Mahdi. My Shia Muslims have started to realize that there will be no Mahdi coming, and they've started to do something very, it's very like sinister, how shall I say it? It's a lie. Okay, so these Shia Muslims have started to make a lie, and they're going to make a fake Mahdi. Like, you know, since Yusuf Zaidi had come, even my mother went crazy, telling me that I should only marry a Shia Wali Allah, who loves Imam Ali, and it was like, I don't know what happened to her mind, like her mind was infiltrated. She even later, just before her death, told me that she pointed to her head, she held her head, and she said that she feels that she's hypnotized, she's under hypnosis. And so they were attacking us, sending evil spirits and making us like, like forcing, like there was this kind of an forceful energy that you must believe in. I felt the will, you know how collective consciousness kind of, it was like a force. I was saying, please don't say Ya Hussein, Ya Ali. Not because it wasn't helping me, and because at times I didn't want to hear it. Yet they were going on like that, against my will. So you don't force your this thing on other people, your religion. And then I realized that this religion is full of force and it's cruel. I felt a person needs their space, their freedom to think. You can't just force your religion on people or your school of thought. And so I told Yusuf Zaidi that this terrible ending times thing is all made up. It doesn't seem real. It's all a negative thing. Something happened to me, and I turned against Shia Muslims. I mean, not the Shia Muslim, but Shia Islam. If you look at our hadiths, there are many. When I read the Mahdi hadith, you know, about Bibi Narjis, Mahdi's mother, and then there was Jafar the liar, and then there was so many confusions when Imam Mahdi was born from Bibi Narjis. Okay, so Shia started calling each other liars. Now Mahdi, the little boy, has come and shouted, was rude, kind of abrupt with his uncle, saying that move away, because he was a betrayer. he had betrayed Imam Hassan al-Askari. So, and joined the enemy. So when Mahdi came as a boy, he was rude with his uncle. He said, "Move away, I will pray." If you listen to Imam Tawhidi's the Mahdi series on YouTube, you will realize what the confusion, so many Mahdis are coming up. And there was a great Shia division again, schism. And in the Quran it says that schism, it's so bad, it's so damaging for the people, believers. One thing, Islam, the Quran, I mean, if it says that schism is so bad, so shouldn't Prophet Muhammad have made it very, very clear who the Mahdi would be, who the Imams would be, name by name, given us, pointed to the right Mahdi? And then these hadiths are full of contradiction. I mean, full of confusions about Mahdi. This is really for the Ummah, the nation, the believers, the Muslims. Wake up. And I'm not saying this to, I'm just realize that this is bad for our health, our consciousness, our lives, our hereafter also. Yes, so whatever it was with Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi, I got scared that my Shias, some of them, maybe the high up ulama scholars, are going to make this thing of making a fake Mahdi come. And I got really, really scared, sinking heart feeling. Yes, and although, yes, there's a lot of hadiths against Umar, Abu Bakr, the caliphs, three caliphs, Osman, and Imam Ali also in the Sahih Bukhari. Oh, and Yusuf Zaidi was saying that the Prophet Muhammad only fought in self-defense battles. But if you go through the Battle of Tabuk, you will see that battle was not out of self-defense. So the Shias will try their best to get Prophet Muhammad, eradicate all the hadiths that are against Prophet Muhammad. Yes, so those were the pre-Islamic Arab pagans were really jahil, ignorant, and had a zero kind of IQ, but they very low IQ. But the poetry they did was so great. So in creative poetry, they were eloquent, yet they were so terrible that Hazrat Khadija was such a business lady, and they were burying their women and their babies, and then they will give you, the Shia Muslims will tell you something else now. They're going to create an explanation like we believe that Imam will come with the true Quran. So now Imam would tell us that, these Arab pagans were totally low IQ. And this, and God knows, like the captives for, slave girls. Muhammad, Rasulullah couldn't stop them from having slave girls in wars. Maybe Prophet Muhammad created the slave girls in wars from the Quran. It's written in the Quran. That there are slave girls you can take captives and everything. Okay, so he's 54 years old, And if the age of Aisha is even 21, 19, 54 years old, marries a 19-year-old, what is this? And probably now, listening to this, the Shias will raise the age of Aisha and say she was married and she had children. And we were told that Abu Bakr made it in such a way, connivingly, and forced, kind of trapped Rasulullah to marry his daughter. They are the ones, these Muslims, who have brought hell on earth, promising us that it would be heavenly, or tomorrow there will be heaven. The hope, this false hope. Show us heaven now. Tell the Prophet to come and give us light now. But no, wait and suffer, go in pain, toil, and do hard work and suffer. Let the Muslims also kill each other. One Muslim is saying that person is not, that Muslim is not a Muslim. And then, can you believe this? Like old McDonald's had shaitan everywhere. Here shaitan, there shaitan, inside shaitan. All the time we have to struggle with shaitan. Family members shaitan, are inside shaitan. And the beginning, how do we start the surahs? Auzu billahi minash shaitan al-lainu rajim. We take the name of shaitan. So they said that now do the marifat of shaitan, because all there is in this world is shaitan. It's everywhere. Where are the angels? We don't know the angels. There are no angels. There are only shaitan. So this Islamic philosophy of evil is really doesn't make sense. It's so pathetic that all the time you have to say Auzu billahi minash shaitan al-lainu rajim. And did we create shaitan? We did not create shaitan. And what else about Yusuf Zaidi, that I shouldn't go to the principal, made me go insane, and he's prayed for me. In what prayer is this that I would go insane and not be able to go to the principal? We are told to love one another. And after the experience I've had with Shia Muslim men, I wouldn't want to go near one. Maybe Aisha had some truth to tell us about Prophet Muhammad. Because you see, and we are told that the family of Muhammad will tell us the truth about Muhammad. Of course, they're not going to go against Prophet Muhammad, their own family member. The daughter will not go against him. The uncle who took care of him would not go against him. Although he may have tried to make him understand that it is okay for people to worship idols. Abu Talib. And I was told that Muhammad even killed his uncle. And after killing him, there's this verse, Abu Jahl. So Surah Abu Jahl, may his 2 hands burn and his wife also burn, and all this. So we have been fooled every time, going through the apostate prophet video, YouTube video. Now I realized. So yes, please wake up and leave this poisonous religion. When I was free, praying just on the roof, without this, all this, that Sunnis are like this and Christians are like that and the Jews are like that, and all these things, other side, Sunnis saying Shias are like that, and the Wahhabis, and God knows other Muslims are, I don't know which Muslims are these. They are that my friend follows, ex-friend. Shias are kafirs, polytheists, but many Sunni Muslims also in Pakistan hate Shias. Yes, and there are verses, if you are not a believer, you will not go to heaven, you will be burning in hell forever. And if you do anything wrong, like you can't really obey Allah and the Prophet 100%, even then you will be burning in hell. So many, God knows, if you look at the punishments in the grave, then you'll be stuck if you miss your salat somewhere. You'll be stuck for many, many thousands of years. And then you'll have to cross that, God knows, very small type bridge in the hereafter. And if you fall, then you're gone. That means you are a disbeliever or you are a hypocrite or something like that. Yes, and look at the contradictions. The Surah Taha, this Quran was not sent down for you to be distressed. This must be only for Prophet Muhammad, none of the followers. And look at the family members, Shia Muslims. They think that some of them, they say some used to tell me that मोमिन की निशानी ये है कि अपने जो वो है ना गुनाह वो बहुत ज़्यादा लगते हैं, दूसरे के गुनाह कम लगते हैं. So look at the uncles and everything. Such a big thing happened, an affair in London. And he's always looking at my thing against me whenever he gets the opportunity. He got the opportunity against me. He would, he's backbitten against me to his in-laws, his sister-in-laws. Nauzubillah, I mean, look at this. Even in my childhood, against me, but he couldn't see his own faults, going to discos and late at night, coming back with Daulat, and then, after me. And if you look at this family, I got so frightened of what if my husband, God forbid, if I find someone like him, how would I know that he's never hurt anyone's daughter, his brother's daughter, or he's not acted unfairly, and it doesn't show that he has ever acted or been unfair to anyone. Yes, if you are his friend, then it's a totally different matter. And yes, two-faced, like when they would come to Karachi, my mother's brothers and all, they would be so nice, and there they would be really down to earth and friendly. And when my mother's brothers would come to Dubai, then from far away they would just raise their hands and try to avoid them. Yes, and there are so many Quran verses scaring you, like if you do not believe, you will go to hell. And so many men have exploited this religion against women, their wives. Wives cannot ask for a divorce. Wives can ask for a divorce, but if a man doesn't give her the divorce, then she's left waiting. And this is how they can harass the wife. Yes, mess up nations, generations with your religion, and then say that one Mahdi is going to come and everything will be okay. What kind of a thing is this? So I'm sending this against Islam and Prophet Muhammad. No, it wasn't meant to be like this with my principal, that Yusuf Zaidi has interfered and I trusted him. And where is Hazrat Fatima Zahra Salam Alayha? And many Shia Muslims don't even believe in reincarnation, that I have felt and I've got signs. So for them it's that this is from the devil. This is a very ridiculous thing. I mean, the Jibrail comes to this person when Musa is on the mountain. It's in the Quran, and so the Samiri caste is told by Hazrat Musa that do not touch me, and so they are the untouchables. Because he saw the messenger, Gabriel, come, and the cow made a mooing sound or something like that. Now, since they were tested and tried and they gave in to this, so hello, any Imam Mahdi want to explain this verse to me? Yes, what they would say is that even if Jibrail comes to you and the Imam is there, I mean the leader, Hazrat Musa was the prophet and an Imam, both, two in one. So if Hazrat Musa is there, the Imam is there or the prophet is there, and Jibrail comes to you and gives you a miracle, do not believe in that miracle while you're waiting for the Imam to come. So see, now maybe I'm also confused. God forgive me. I don't know. This is the Quran. So this is the word of God. And we don't have full knowledge of it. And we don't even know who the Imam is. I mean, I have seen the Ismaili Imam, and yet I'm confused. I get confused. No one has explained to me the verses. Every verse, every word of the Quran is so important, right? So the Imam's responsibility, if the Prophet has failed to explain the verses of the Quran, okay, so then it's on the next one, successor of the Prophet, to explain each and every verse. Every word is so sacred and important. So why isn't it explained to us in ways to open the Quran to us? I have sincerely tried to look for the truth. But you see, conveniently, what happened? The devil made me go crazy. So there was this devil now coming on me. So I couldn't, the verses of the Quran would not open up to me. I sincerely, for the welfare of God, because, you know, what is our point here in life? To do what? To worship God, right? So sincerely I was trying to understand. I went through Al-Kafi, and yet I could understand the entire, every word of the Quran must be explained to us. But then excuses are given, and the Imams have avoided to explain each and every verse in the Quran to us. And then who is the true Imam? Is he the Ismaili Imam? Is he the 12th Imam who has gone into occultation? And then when he was born, there were divisions, schisms. So we come back to the schism. How, I mean, if the Imam is so important that we should know him, otherwise nothing is important. If you read the Ghadir Khum verse, say what you are told to say. If you do not say this, then you have said nothing. Other Sunni Muslims interpret this as being La ilaha illallah. As I spoke to one and discussed this on the internet, look, I'm taking a big chance here because I'm not allowed to say this against Islam and Prophet Muhammad or the Quran. But I would rather die than be in this falseness and confusion.